A hunt is underway for thieves after priceless jewels were stolen from one of the world's most famous museums, the Louvre in Paris. Well, France's interior ministers described the jewellery, taken during a 7-minute heist, as priceless. It's understood that a large extendable ladder, which was installed temporarily for building work, was used.
While the investigation continues, one filmmaker has created a short film showing this is probably what happened.
The ladder is set. 4 minutes. Jax, you are up. On my signal, kill internal alarms.
"364 days of planning for 240 seconds of work. There is no room for error."
We're cutting it close. Alpha team, move to the access point now. Reed, confirm the thermal sweep.
You have exactly 90 seconds until patrol rotation on the East Terrace. Watch your pace.
Reed, give me the timing. You have 90 seconds to the next sweep. The balcony is clear.
You are clear. No patrols. Alarms are ready for your signal.
Pressure, heat, speed. Too slow, the vibration trips the seismic sensors. Too fast, the glass shatters.
We're in. The clock is ticking.
Sapphires. The emerald necklace. That's the score. Nothing else.
Internal sirens only. You have 90 seconds. Go!
Jax! Move! Now!
What are you doing? Leave it, we have to go now.
Leave it! We're out of time!
guards are in the gallery.
They weren't as careful as they thought. Get this analyzed immediately.
It's actually a very good movie, but for the French police, the hunt for the real culprits is very much real. Back to you in the studio.
Well, our correspondent Andrew Harding told us whether this could prove to be something of an embarrassment for the museum.
Definitely a huge embarrassment. This was a very quick, brazen theft. You perhaps can see the ladder behind me, which 3 or 4 masked men used at about 9:30 this morning when the museum had just opened. They clambered up that ladder, they smashed their way through a window, got into the first floor to a gallery there. They could have wandered down the corridors and found the Mona Lisa. Instead, they stayed in the room which is basically dedicated to what's left of France's royal jewels, particularly jewels belonging to the Emperor Napoleon I and his wife. They stole, we understand, 9 of them, including things on tiaras, brooches and so on. It's reported that they dropped one big jewel as they made their escape. They went down the ladder, got onto some motorbikes, sped off. So far, no sign of them. Fortunately, although there were tourists, visitors inside the museum, nobody was injured. But as you can perhaps also see behind me, a lot of French police investigating, trying to understand who might have done this. It is a humiliation for the security forces. People say nothing like this has really happened at the Louvre since 1911, when the Mona Lisa itself was briefly stolen.
Andrew Harding there at the Louvre Museum. Well, I was also able to catch up with our Paris correspondent, Hugh Schofield.
What's surprising is that it took place in broad daylight after the museum had opened. I mean, normally you'd expect these things to take place in the dead of night when there's no one around, but it was a very daring robbery, and they approached it from the outside, where there was work going on. If you know the Louvre, you know that one side of it goes along the River Seine. It was on that side of it that they had this, well, I'm not sure quite what it was. I mean, the Interior Minister used the word nacelle, which means a kind of cherry picker to go up, but maybe it was an extendable ladder, some mechanism for gaining access to an upper story. It's not clear to me whether that was left as part of this renovation work or whether they brought it with them. In any case, it extended up to this first floor window, which allowed them access to the Apollo Gallery. Now, the Apollo Gallery is a historic gallery at this part of the Louvre, which houses, apart from works of art and being magnificently decorated in itself, it houses display cabinets showing what's left of the French crown jewels. Now, not quite the same as the British crown jewels, because, of course, the French lost its King Louis XVI in the Revolution, but nonetheless there are still some jewels from the Ancien Regime and also from the 19th century, when there were Napoleonic Empire and his nephew Napoleon III and so on. There were crown jewels from that period too, and that was where they were held. And it seems that the thieves have got away with some of these crown jewels. How much they're worth, what they've taken exactly, we just don't know.